So today, right now, we're going to learn about the radio diagnostics. We can only do that in the Allsport 5000 series consoles. For this, I will go into the menu, and I will scroll down to display menu. I'll hit enter, and then it asks me, do I want to do segment timer, blank the scoreboard, sync to channel, clock captions, RTD offset, and radio test. If your console has new enough firmware, it'll allow you to do the radio test. The old consoles will not allow you to do the radio test. I will hit enter to go in, and then it'll ask exit game. Are you sure you want to exit? I will select yes. So in here, I have a radio test. I have signal level. I have a missed packet. I can show the radio channel, and I can have the version of the firmware on the radio itself. So with this, I will go up to signal level. So when I do signal level, I'll hit the enter key, and then my scoreboard, it takes a few seconds, will pop up. On the left, 2 clock digits. It'll show signal strength. On the right 2 digits, that is how many packets are missed. So with the signal, you want to have a 90 or above for the signal strength for signal. So if we get a signal below that, it could be because we have a broken antenna or a bad antenna. So on the antenna, if I would go ahead and pull my antenna off the scoreboard, if you notice my signal strength dropped down, it's down to about a 90 just taking the antenna off. Granted, I am just in this room, so it is very close. If we were further away, the scoreboard would, the signal strength would drop down much more. As that would drop down, I would start losing my packets on here. So if I get my signal strength down far enough, my missed packets start to climb on the console. And this shows a very low signal strength, but then I am just in the room here to the board. So if I fix my antenna on my console, I get my signal strength up. If I go ahead and put my antenna back up on the console, or the scoreboard, I get my signal strength back up, and my packets are no longer climbing. So this is a good tool to see if we have some intermittent problems with the radio. It could just be due to a bad antenna. When you are done doing the radio test, all you have to do is hit the button on the console to exit the diagnostic mode. I can just hit any key. I can hit enter. I can hit menu. It'll ask the code, and it'll go right back into your game setting. So when it is doing the radio diagnostics, the rest of the scoreboard will either be blank, or in the case of these team names, just have some random information on there. So we are really only concerned with the clock section of the scoreboard. Right now we are showing the signal level and the missed packets. I can scroll down on my console, and I can do a missed packet one. What this does is it swaps the two around. It shows the missed packets on the left and the signal strength on the right. We did that for if you have a delay of game clock that only has 2 digits. That way you can see both the signal strength or the missed packets on the board. I can do radio channel. I can do that. It'll show B1, C7. So that lets me know that my scoreboard radio is set to broadcast 1, channel 7. And I can do the server version. So this shows what version of firmware is on the radio and the scoreboard. So in the case of this one, that is showing R1.4. So version 1.4 is what is on this radio. And then I can just X out of my, my test, and it'll go back into scoring mode. It'll take a few seconds for this to switch out of the radio diagnostics and back into scoreboard mode.